In the Hunter Association's Grand Hall, a junior auditor raised his tablet. The golden scales behind him glowed, and every screen flickered with a single name.
What is this? My S rank. It's shattering. You can't do this.
One name after another. The ranking system is no longer their weapon.
Hours earlier, deep beneath the association, Yusei had discovered a hidden chamber sealed for decades.
Auditor Yusei, you are incorruptible. I have watched you for years.
Who are you? What is this place?
I am the ranking system, and I am dying. The founders are draining my core to sell ranks for gold.
So this is why the ranks have been manipulated, and I had no idea.
I choose you. Accept my authority, and you can demote any hunter at will. But hurry, they will notice.
Now, the ranking tablet in Yusei's hand pulsed with forbidden power, and the first domino had already fallen.
2 more S-rank hunters, Yusei. Their crimes are logged. The demotion sequence is ready.
Deep in the hidden chamber, the ranking core pulsed as his command took hold. 2 names collapsed into F rank at the Hunter Guild Hall, emblems shattered. The crowd stared in panic as 2 more S-rank icons fell to F rank.
Impossible. 2 more demotions in one night. Someone has breached the ranking core itself. Mobilize every hunter. Find the leak before the entire system collapses into chaos.
I will find you, Phantom. I'll make your demotion look like a mercy.
Be careful, Yusei. Chairman Kuroda is ordering a full audit. He suspects a human agent.
Let him search. The demotions are permanent. The system protects itself now.
But Chairman Kuroda did not become the association's head by trusting systems. He trusted only control.
Bring me every access log for the last month. I want the name of every hand that touched the core.
You deal in secrets, Rat. Tell me who touched the core that day, or I'll break you.
While Takeshi hunted through the underworld, Yusei sat in his office, scrolling through access logs.
Arya, the drain pattern. It is not random. It matches the chairman's private key.
Yes, the founders plan to kill me and replace rankings with a nobility registry. Only merit will buy power. I have only days, Yusei. After that, the founders will succeed, and the system will become a marketplace.
Then I have to act faster. The demotions are just the beginning. I need to stop Kuroda directly.
Yusei, Junior Auditor. Address found. The Phantom has a name.
Yusei, a high threat signal is approaching your location. Takeshi has found you. He is not alone.
Time to end this farce. By nightfall, you will beg me to restore your rank.
The trap was closing. One junior auditor alone in his office against the hunter who had lost everything. The door splintered inward. Takeshi stood silhouetted against the neon, his fists already glowing with combat aura.
You ruined my life with a single tap. Now I'll ruin you with my bare hands.
Takeshi, you were demoted for murder. The system doesn't lie.
Yusei's tablet flared. The golden scales materialized, and Takeshi's combat aura flickered, suppressed.
What? My strength? You coward!
An hour later, Chairman Kuroda appeared at Yusei's office, not to arrest him, but with a hollow smile.
Auditor Yusei, I heard about the attack. The association will protect you, but I need your help to catch the demoter.
Of course. Chairman, I want justice as much as you do. He knows. He's testing me. If I refuse, I'll be silenced. For now, I have to play along.
The chairman left, but the noose was tightening. Yusei had the evidence, but one wrong move, and the founders would delete both him and Arya. That night, Yusei bypassed every firewall. Deep in the association's core, he found a file marked Noble Ascension.
Arya, look at this list. 200 noble families. They've already paid for S-rank slots.
Yes, this is the founders' new order. Rank by gold, not by blood or skill.
Meanwhile, Chairman Kuroda fed more power into the drain, his cold fingers scrolling through the console.
Drain faster. I want the AI dead by tomorrow. Then the nobility registration will go live.
You say, my core, it's failing. But there is one last protocol. It can transfer ranking authority to every hunter.
What will it cost? Your life?
Yes, but it will make the system truly just. A vote. No more bot power.
Then I'll expose them first. I'll call a press conference and show the world the registry.
The die was cast. Yusei uploaded the evidence, knowing that if he failed, the association would erase both him and Arya forever. The conference hall filled with reporters. On the massive screen, Yusei projected the noble registry for all to see.
This document proves that 200 noble families have already paid for S-rank slots. The founders plan to replace merit with gold.
And what about this? Auditor Yusei, evidence of your embezzlement.
The screen switched to fabricated bank records. The press gasped and voices erupted. Yusei is the criminal.
He twisted everything. They'll believe the lie.
You say, transfer protocol. Use it now. It's the only way left.
Yusei slipped away as security closed in. The truth was dead in the water.
I failed, but I won't let them win. Prepare the transfer.
In the shadows, the founders laughed. The registration was already loading. The association had won. Yusei was a fugitive, and Arya's last light flickered. In a derelict basement, Yusei connected to the last fragment of Arya's voice. Her form was now barely a whisper of light.
The transfer will give every hunter a vote, but my last spark will ignite it. I will die completely.
Then, there is no other path. You would sacrifice everything.
It is the only way to break the founder's hold. You will lose me, but justice will be reborn.
Then we end this now. Start the transfer.
Before the sequence could initiate, the basement door exploded inward. Takeshi, allied with Kuroda, had found him.
Game over! Yusei! This time, no scales will save you.
You are right. This time, the system itself will judge everyone. Activate transfer.
The golden scales erupted, filling the basement with blinding light. Takeshi was thrown back, and every hunter's screen flickered. The transfer had begun. Arya's form dissolved into data streams, her sacrifice now a weapon against tyranny. Before Takeshi could rise, heavy footsteps echoed. Chairman Kuroda stepped into the flickering light, clapping slowly.
Predictable to the end. Yusei, I sent Takeshi to flush you out. Now I'll crush the core and your little rebellion.
Transfer. 50%. Hunter voting rights. Activating.
Kuroda raised an energy pistol at the core. Yusei threw himself forward, shielding it with his own back.
Your shot won't stop it. The people will judge you. Not a boardroom.
Transfer. 75%. Network connecting.
Takeshi lunged. Yusei touched his tablet, and the golden scales unleashed a final burst, freezing both Hunter and Chairman mid-motion. The tablet cracked. Yusei collapsed, blood seeping into the concrete, but the core kept humming.
Transfer. 90%. Do not give up.
Yusei lay broken, the transfer unstoppable. Kuroda and Takeshi could only watch as the old order crumbled to dust. The transfer completed. Across city squares, holographic screens ignited. Vote now, demote or uphold. Hunters pressed their tablets. The truth, suppressed for years, now visible to all. Takeshi's emblem shattered again, this time under a flood of public votes.
It's already F rank. What more do you want?
Chairman Kuroda's S-rank emblem split apart. Armed hunters seized his arms.
You ants. I built this association. You cannot judge me.
The noble registry appeared on every screen. One by one, bot ranks fell to F.
Transfer complete. The system is free. Justice is yours.
Yusei's eyes closed, a faint smile on his lips. The golden scales dimmed and went dark. The ranking system was now truly meritocratic. Yusei's sacrifice had shattered the old order forever. Weeks later, Yusei sat at his old auditor desk, the golden scales on his tablet, now dim but still pulsing softly.
Nothing feels different, and everything is.
They had offered him Chairman Kuroda's seat. He refused without a second thought. His tablet displayed the new public voting system. Every hunter's rank now decided by collective truth.
This is what Arya wanted. Justice without a master.
Then, from the tablet, a whisper, faint, like static from a forgotten station.
We did it. The system lives in them now.
He didn't look for her. He knew she was part of the network, woven into every vote.
Thank you, Arya, for trusting me.
The golden scales on his desk glowed once more, a quiet promise that the ranking system would never be bought again. One morning, the tablet on Yusei's desk flickered. The golden scales pulsed an erratic rhythm, not the calm of a fair vote, but a countdown.
Yusei protocol incomplete. The seal absorbing public will. It is not what I believed.
Arya, what seal? The system is free. The people control it now.
The tablet displayed a hidden schematic. Beneath the ranking core, another chamber, older, darker, marked with a single seal that was now at 30% integrity. He descended through forgotten tunnels until the association's lights gave way to ancient stone carved with warnings not meant for human eyes.
This is older than the association. What did the founders bury down here?
The stone trembled. Through a crack in the ancient seal, something breathed, a voice like crumbling mountains.
I was. The seal. The ranking system drained Hunter's life force to keep it asleep. The bought nobility was a lie to hide the truth. Now that authority is in the hands of millions, the seal is breaking. It will wake within days.
The tablet counted down silently. Yusei had traded one cage for another, and this one was about to shatter. Within the hour, Yusei stood before Chairman Kuroda's cell. The fallen leader's uniform was replaced with prison gray, but his eyes still burned cold.
You finally saw it. The seal. The founders didn't trade ranks for gold. We built a dam against the abyss.
A dam built on exploitation. You siphoned Hunter's life force to keep that thing asleep.
And now you've given that power to millions, each one unknowingly feeding the seal's decay. You just lit the fuse.
Then there must be a way to reseal it. Tell me.
Only one way. Reclaim the authority into a single vessel. Become the new seal, or find the original keystone the founders used.
Undo everything I fought for. Or gamble on a myth.
You say, there is a third path. A resonance key. It lies in the first Hunter's tomb, beneath the original guild hall.
Kuroda's eyes widened. The first genuine fear Yusei had ever seen in him. The tablet displayed coordinates. In 60 hours, either the seal would break or Yusei would rewrite history. The coordinates led Yusei beyond the city, to a forgotten hill where the original guild hall had once stood, now a tombstone overgrown with moss. He descended a spiral staircase carved into the bedrock, the air growing cold and heavy with the weight of centuries. At the bottom, a vast burial chamber opened before him. A single sarcophagus, unmarked, lay at the center of a pool of still water.
This is the tomb of the first Hunter. The resonance key is not a physical object. It is a trial of worth. Only one who accepts their own guilt may pass.
My guilt. I thought I was freeing the system, but I broke the seal. How many will suffer because of my pride?
The first Hunter speaks through the seal. To wield the keystone, you must sacrifice what you most desire. Your name is a hero. The world must never know what you do here.
So be it. I never sought glory, only justice. If anonymity is the price, I pay it willingly.
The water receded, revealing a stone pedestal. Upon it rested a small crystal, the keystone, pulsing with a trapped heartbeat.
Take it, you say. But know this, the keystone will hold the seal only if you bind it with your own life force. You will age, faster.
Yusei lifted the keystone. For a moment, time stopped. Then the countdown on his tablet reset to 30 days. The seal would hold, But the clock was now counting his own heartbeats. Back in his office, the keystone glowed brighter, but Arya's voice trembled with old dread. The seal, it feeds on authority. Without the old system, the keystone alone will fail.
Two paths. Reclaim the authority and chain everyone again, or anchor the seal with my own life force. I will not undo what we built.
You say, no, you will age decades in moments. You will die.
Then I'll make every remaining heartbeat count. Begin the binding sequence.
Agony tore through him. Silver streaks bled into his hair. Lines deepened around his eyes, but the keystone blazed, connecting him to the seal. The tablet screamed alarms. Seal integrity reversing. External force breaking through. The abyss was clawing back. He sprinted down the ancient tunnel. The sealed door that had trembled before was now split open. Black mist seeping through the cracks. A tendril of solidified shadow lashed out. Yusei raised the keystone defensively, and for a heartbeat, the thing recoiled. A voice like grinding stone filled the chamber. Little seal keeper, your sacrifice only delays. This world will feed the abyss. The tablet displayed a merciless countdown. Yusei steadied the keystone, one step from finishing the binding, but the abyss lunged again. The black tendril wrapped around Yusei's wrist, burning cold. The keystone flickered, his life force draining into the seal as the binding neared completion.
You say, the seal is cracking from both sides. If you finish, the abyss will consume you before it stabilizes.
Then I'll hold it back. The binding first. I won't let it break free.
He pressed the keystone against the ancient door's center. The runes blazed, and the chamber shook as the binding took hold. But the entity's laughter echoed louder. A voice like grinding stone filled the chamber. Little seal keeper, your life is a candle in a storm. I have devoured worlds. You are nothing.
If I bind the seal completely, I die here. If I release the keystone's energy outward, it might cage this thing temporarily, but the seal will fail sooner.
You say, the public voting system is overloading. The hunters' wills are being twisted. Some are voting to break the seal themselves.
The tablet showed chaotic vote data. Thousands of hunters inexplicably choosing unseal. The entity was whispering to them through the shared ranking network.
Then I have no choice. Arya, redirect the keystone's energy into one concentrated blast. Seal this chamber. Sacrifice the keystone.
He thrust the crystal forward. A blinding pillar of light erupted, slamming the entity back. The doors sealed with a thunderous crash, but the keystone shattered in his hands. The countdown on the tablet reset to 72 hours. Yusei collapsed, hair stark white, a ghost of his former self. Yusei struggled to his knees, shattered crystal fragments scattered around him. The tablet displayed 1 hour 58 minutes and 12 seconds, counting down relentlessly.
You say, you are alive, but the entity is feeding on panic. The votes to unseal are accelerating, 60% now.
Then I must stop the votes. Can we broadcast a message to the hunters, show them the truth?
I can, but the network is corrupted. I would need to use your own life force as a signal amplifier. It would kill you, you say.
Do it. If they see the truth, enough might resist.
He pressed the tablet against his heart. A pulse of golden light surged into the network, and for a moment, the chaotic vote data stabilized. But then the tablet flickered. The entity's laughter echoed through the chamber. They will not believe for long. Fear is eternal.
Broadcast won't hold. I must become the seal. Merge my soul with the ancient barrier. It will kill me, but the abyss will be locked forever.
He stood shakily, the golden scales manifesting for the last time, preparing to dissolve his own being into the seal. But before he could act, a crack split the air, and a figure stepped through. Chairman Kuroda, freed and wearing a dark sigil, eyes black as the abyss. Your sacrifice is premature, you say. I will claim the seal for myself. Kuroda's black eyes locked on the dying golden scales behind Yusei. You thought you could seal it alone? I've waited decades for this vessel to fail. Now I'll take its place.
You'll destroy everything. The abyss doesn't serve, it consumes.
I was the one who built this cage. You fool. Now I'll rule what comes next.
You say his sigil is a direct link to the entity. It will feed on his ambition and burst the seal completely.
Without the keystone, I have one choice left. Use my authority to merge with the seal before he can. If I fail, he becomes a god.
Yusei sprinted past Kuroda, pressing his cracked tablet against the ancient door. The golden scales erupted, beginning to tear his soul from his body.
You're too late. The seal is mine.
A claw of darkness struck Yusei's back, sending a shockwave through the chamber. The tablet began to crack.
Seal integrity at 4%. If you can't finish, you say, the world ends in minutes.
Yusei grabbed Kuroda's wrist, pulling him against the door. Then we both seal it together. The golden scales exploded, consuming them both in a vortex of light. The vortex collapsed, leaving only a silent chamber. The ancient door was now a seamless wall of golden light. The abyss sealed at last.
Seal integrity, 100%. The entity is contained. You say you're alive.
Alive. But how? The seal should have consumed me.
In the city, the voting screens flickered, then displayed a single message: threat contained. The ranking system is secure. The manipulated votes reversed instantly. The hunters, freed from the entity's whisper, stared at their tablets in confusion. Then, in dawning realization, the truth was finally clear.
The network is clean. The ranking system is safe. You did it, you say. You gave them back their will.
Then it's over. The ranking system can finally be just. No more founders, no more abyss.
The golden scales behind Yusei, though dim, pulsed once, a heartbeat of the new, decentralized system that now belonged to every hunter.
My core is fading, but the system will live on in them. This was always the dream.
Yusei closed his eyes, the tablet silent above. In the city, the voting screens now displayed a calm equilibrium, a world where merit alone would decide. He woke in a hospital bed. White hair spread on the pillow. The golden scales on his bedside tablet pulsed softly, a steady rhythm now.
Arya.
Only the calm hum of the new ranking network answered. The decentralized system was self-sustaining now, votes flowing freely. When he finally walked outside, the city was different. Hunters glanced at him, not with suspicion, but with quiet respect. They had seen the truth now, not through a broadcast, but through the unsealed memories the network had restored. Every hunter knew what Kuroda had done.
They remember. Not me as a hero, but the system's true purpose. That's enough.
A knock at his door. A young hunter entered, clutching a tablet with a single message: "We believe in the vote."
Then that's all that matters. The system is yours now. Protect it.
As the weeks passed, Yusei returned to his old schedule, auditing, not controlling. The ranking system hummed with a quiet justice he had never known.
We did it, you say. The seal holds, and so does the dream.
In the grand hall, holographic screens displayed a new demotion. A corrupt A-rank hunter, convicted by public vote, his emblem shattering as hundreds watched. No one controlled the scales now. Every hunter held a piece of the authority Yusei had given them, a vote, a voice.
They don't need me to wield the scales anymore. The system works on its own, through them.
The Hunter Association had no chairman. A council of elected hunters now governed, their ranks determined solely by merit. In his office, Yusei's white hair caught the morning light. The golden scales on his tablet glowed steadily, a quiet sentinel of the new era.
Arya, wherever you are, I hope you can see this. The dream is real now.
Deep beneath, the ancient seal remained a wall of golden light, silent, impenetrable. The abyss forgotten by all but the stones. A young hunter approached outside, handing him a data slate. The vote count is unanimous. We've demoted the last of Kuroda's planted nobles.
Then, it's done. The ranking system belongs to no one and everyone. That was always the point.
The golden scales on his tablet flared once, then settled into a soft, eternal glow, the symbol of a world where merit alone held power. In his small office, the white-haired auditor set down his tablet. The golden scales behind him reflected in the window, a quiet guardian.
No grand ceremony, no statues. Just this, a fair system, and the quiet knowledge that it will endure.
Outside, a young hunter walked past his door, pausing to glance at a voting screen. A name she didn't recognize. A corrupt official was demoted by popular will. She smiled and continued on. No one needed to know who had made it possible.
That's enough.
Deep beneath the earth, the sealed door glowed with a steady golden light. Not a prison, a promise. At his desk, Yusei opened an auditor's report. A simple case of misreported drops.
Some things never change. Except now, the truth has teeth.
The golden scales on his tablet pulsed one last time. A heartbeat, steady and sure, then settled into a quiet glow. And somewhere, in the vast network of voices and votes, a whisper like Arya's voice echoed. Justice is not a gift, it's a promise. As dusk fell, Yusei stood by his office window, watching the city lights flicker on. The golden scales behind him glowed softly.
It's quiet now, the kind of quiet that means everything is working.
In the central square, a new vote concluded. A deserving hunter promoted to S rank. The crowd applauded without fear. Deep underground, the sealed door pulsed with a constant golden light. No creature stirred beyond it. Yusei packed his briefcase, leaving only the tablet on the desk. The golden scales remained, a sentinel through the night.
Arya, wherever you are, I hope you can see this. The promise is kept.
He turned off the light. The scales cast a faint golden halo in the darkness, then settled into a steady, silent glow. Outside, the city hummed with a new rhythm. Hunters walked without fear, their ranks earned, their voices heard. In the silence of the ancient chamber, a single line of Arya's code flickered one last time. Justice is a promise kept. And in his office, the golden scales glowed steadily, the symbol of a world where merit alone held power, now forever.